gonna read this and then continue with the game. The community forums are started as a place to let everyone gather and talk about the community. Currently there are 5 separate forums: The World, Crimson Versus, Rumors, News, and Palu graphic forum. Forums can be added or deleted since all forums are created and managed by the administrator. There is no need to worry since the administrator will not delete forums without prior warning. Hello everyone, No Face here. I'm admin of these forums. My nickname comes from Homer's epic poem of the Odyssey. Of course, not that any of you kids these days would know what I'm referencing to. Recent happenings. The world is my life. The world is the center of my universe. The world is, well, let's just say, other than takeout and deliveries, the world for me. I recently got into beat art projects. So cool when sunlight hits them and they glitter like stars. Community forum posting rules. Please refrain from posting meaningless topics. Make sure the topic is clear so that everyone can understand it. Bad topics. Help, looking for info. Good topics. Where is the treasure of calamity? Help, what's the relationship between elements and items? 2. Please do not post multiple or repeating topics. Please also refrain from posting the same topic in the different forums. Check the forum log before posting a new topic. It goes without saying, if the same topic has already been posted, do not post it again. When posting, please use the same username for all topics and forums on the site. Be nice to your fellow forum members. No swearing, no trolling, no spamming, no flaming, etc. You know what they say. Do not do to others what you do not want to do to yourself. There is no need to introduce yourself when you first join. In other words, don't make a topic that only serves as introducing yourself. Anyone who has posted even once will be judged to have read these rules. I didn't know or I didn't read it will not be accepted as an excuse. Take responsibility for anything and everything you post on the forum. The following are forbidden on these forums. Any topics or post breaks any of these rules, they will be deleted immediately. Do not turn the forum into a chat room. Do not abuse the forum and use it for personal use. Do not insult, threaten, or abuse fellow forum members. No trolling. Don't forget your manners as well. If someone helps you out, say thank you. If someone points out something you did wrong, say sorry. No topics or posts for the purpose of advertising or other off-limits topics will be allowed. Party or guild invites should be posted in the official forum for the world. No discussion of hacking or any methods will be tolerated. This includes, but not limited to, topics on hack tools, hack methods, and loophole exploits. Any talk involving transferring of currency to real life is also not allowed. Do not impersonate other users by posting under their username. If you suggest you are a victim of username theft, please contact the administrator. The administrator will put a lock on your username in question. Anyone who has posted even once will be judged. To read these rules, I didn't. Okay. Any topic that violates the form rules will be immediately deleted. In addition, any topic that goes beyond the realms of common sense and cannot be overlooked will be deleted even if it does not violate the form rules. The administrator reserves the right to ban anyone who, for actions overly distributive as the administrator sees fit. Bans are permanent and will not be lifted. Note, anyone who tries to use their age or lack of internet experience as an excuse will be IP banned immediately. Please come back and after you grow up. PK system. I'm going to talk a bit about PKs. The PK system was around since the day of Fragment, and until it was abolished in the middle days of the World R1, it was a system that made the world really unique. When the PKs were abolished, the player held a protest at each of the root towns. The fan site demanded that PKs were brought back. Now for the World R2, the PK system has been brought back. It has its pros and cons, but the players generally welcome it when it first started. But lately, there have been growing numbers of people who call for it to be abolished again. In the outside world too, people are talking a lot about whether it's morally correct to have a game where people kill each other. So considering all these things, I have a question. Does the world really need PKs? Please give me your detailed answer, thank you. The purpose of this thread is not to criticize PKing. Please don't flame or troll, thank you. I think the world definitely needs PKs, though I personally hate PKing. In network gaming, with no PKing, you have no choice but to accept getting cheated or getting swindled by other players. But in the world, there's the PK system. If you use your brain, you can use the PK system to protect yourself. It's just, from a self-defense point of view, the PK system is necessary. That's basically my opinion. I'm against the current PK system. I won't say that the system itself is bad. However, I can't agree with the system that blames the victims and says that if you don't want to get PK'd, you should do the PKing first. For example, they could make some servers where PKing is allowed and others where it's forbidden, or maybe make it so you can turn PKing on or off. If it's off, you can't PK anyone and you can't be PK'd either. I wish CC Corp would think of it a way to separate the people that want it and people who don't want it. That's a good idea. I personally think either way is fine. Even if you do get PK'd, it's not that big a deal, as in within the game. So maybe you'll lose some experience and the time you spent to get those points. At worst, you may lose some items too. That's it. That's all. So, do you really have to talk about who got PK'd and who did the PKing? Naturally, if your dear character is PK'd, it's going to upset you. But it's just a game, right? I'm not saying you should enjoy getting PK'd, but maybe just take it a little bit more lightly. It's not an issue of it is necessary or not, is it? It's a part of the game. The real winners are the ones who have fun. I'm all for the PK system. I started playing World because it had a PK system. which is something that I wanted to experience, although my fear of retaliation prevents me from PKing anyone. For someone who wants to play a game with a PK system, such as myself, it's absolutely necessary to have one. But to be honest, I don't really care if the world has it or not. I'll go to whatever game has the best PK system. Lately, I want to add a personal comment to all the people who say that you hate PKing but still play The World, which is a game whose main selling point is the big PK system. I just want to say, go play another game, I'm begging you. I want to talk about The World R2. It's a mistake to have a PK system applied to the entire game. They say that the arena was created to calm down the whole PK controversy, but I think it's done the opposite. I think they should have made it so the PK system applies only to the arena, left the rest of the game PK free. People that don't want to get involved in PK can stay away from the arena, and the people who do want to PK go to the arena. That's why both types of people would have been happy. It's the same thing for the trouble between the guilds. Instead of killing each other in the arenas whenever there's a dispute, it would be way better if they could just resolve it fairly in the arena. That's the way it should have been handled. I think the current PK problem was born from the fact that the world is borderless, but I'm not too late to fix things, so I think they should consider a rework of the entire system. So I guess I have to say I'm against the current PK system. I'm looking for alm shells. I just started, so I don't have much money. I'm hoping to get one from some monsters in treasure chest. Where can I find one? Someone tell me. Must be tough just getting started. Let me think. Go to the area below and break the barrels. I think you'll find some bustling rat puddle. Though you don't have money. Be brave and you'll do fine. Good luck. Heard a weird thing from a friend of mine. Is it really true that the world was created based on the epic poem Epitaph of Twilight? Also, if this is true, what is the official page? What's on the official page? Does anyone know anything about this? The world was created based on the epic poem. I believe this is true. CC Corp won't officially admit it though. Well, that's the Epitaph of Twilight, right? I heard the Epitaph of Twilight is a fantasy style story about a search for a dragon. The main background story for the world It's just about a bunch of guys fighting each other. I don't think that can be right. The previous version, The World R1, was most definitely based around the poem Epitaph of Twilight. It said that the worlds written on the altar in the Hulu Grants are proof of that. With regards to the World R2, the two event planners structured the game from scratch while incorporating the atmosphere of the World R1 as much as possible. Excuse me, but can you tell me your source? CC Corporation's e-sign, so this is how I think it is. Fragments was based on Epitaph of Twilight. The World R1 based on Epitaph of Twilight. The World R2 CC Corp's original scenario partly based on the previous game. The e-sign zine has insider info from the designers. I figured it would just be mindless advertising. Damn, I underestimated them. Did you need to be a gold member of the CC Corp official fan club to be able to receive the e-sign zine? Exactly, but you need to have $30 cash in your cyber wallet, so think carefully before you register. Wasn't there a guild that was collecting the Epitaph of Twilight and the Twilight keys? I wonder if that guild is still active. I don't hear anything about them anymore. This is starting to look more and more like a bad rumor board. That was the Twilight Brigade. Now that you mention it, I haven't heard a thing about them lately either. They used to be so active too. Wonder what happened. Maybe they broke up. The guild itself is no longer around. It seems they just fell apart when their leader disappeared. But I heard the leader recently returned to the world. I guess the former member of that guild are starting to get active again too. I mistakenly used a rare surrogated edged nickel coin. I bought an auction to buy a rice ball. Good evening. This is... Oh, wow, really? I wonder if the rumor board is going to get busy again. If it gets to be what it used to be. I'll be posting there too. Bring on the Twilight Brigade. Sorry for the new polite question, but what exactly is Epitaph of Twilight and Twilight key business? Well, please forgive my presumptuousness, but let me try to explain. Epitaph of Twilight is an epic poem that was posted on the internet for free. People say the world R1 is based on it, but CC Corp denies it. The person who wrote the poem is dead now, and you can no longer see the website where it was originally posted. The poem itself has been scattered as well. Twilight Key is a legendary item that is said to grant the wishes of whoever is lucky enough to find it. Lots of players have been looking for it ever since the days of Fragment. Despite the fact that it's extremely large number, and an extremely large number of people are looking for it, there's no reports of anyone having seen it. Lately, most people have started to think that it might just be another urban legend, since the information is so vague. I hope the above explanation has been useful. Now if you'll excuse me, I'll be going now. So the Twilight Brigade is a guild that's dedicated to finding something that doesn't exist. This sounds kind of romantic. Loving new things is part of human nature, but so is loving old things. I want to go into the area again with a character that I put my spirit into making. I want to play with my dear companions. The images of the drenched CC Corp headquarters on the news. Toasted servers standing there with despair. The diligent petition that were not answered, as CC Corp now is the resignation of the R1 restoration. However, listen to this. Even so, the old warm-hearted me still wants to go back. Note, I'm actually still warm-hearted. I hope the CC Corp guys, especially the executives, hear my cries, and I hope they bring back our dear old world. I want them to bring back R1 too. It's not like I hate R2, it's just that I have more memories of R1. Damn it, who started the fire anyway? Was R1 really that great? Isn't everyone exaggerating a bit? Graphically, R2 is way better. The game system is better too. I think R2 wins hands down. I hope R2 really takes off. I admit that's true, but how do I put it? That doesn't matter. It's not the same as R1. We want our R1 back. I started playing from R2, so I don't understand why everyone makes a big deal about R1. So here's my question: if R1 was brought back and remade, or whatever, what would you all do? I'll play them both. The reason is that I don't want to lose the characters I've built up in R2, but I also want to play R1. That's the tough question. I guess I'd like to play both, but I don't have much money. I'm not clever enough to pay both at the same time, so I guess I'll just wind up playing R2. Basically, I'll keep playing R2, just like Apple Star. I can't see myself playing both. But if our old character data is restored, I might just quit R2 and play R1 instead. Complaining about this won't speed up the process, so why don't we have a constructive discussion on what we can expect from the next version. A CC Corp employee may read and pick up on some of our ideas. This is how Crimson Versus will change in the next release. Okay, write down all the best thoughts. There will be more hot girls. Huh? You don't like that? Personally, I would really love to see it, though. I wish they'd come out with sexy guide cards. I like guys with toned biceps and abs. I get hot just imagining them. For a moment I agreed with you, but you go for guys with muscles? Lol. As for me, I like lengthy, pretty guys. Forget what I said anything. Wish they would increase the number of cards in your deck stock. I hate having I hate having to have a deck in front of you and making note all the time. Sorry for the boring opinion. Monster cards. Tons more monster cards. Pile them on. Can't get enough. I'm already in the world mode. Well, in the next version, I want to see twice as many. No, 4 times as many cards. Monster cards. That's what I want. Thought they might do that. By the way, Tanu, are you that Tanu? Kestrel's beast lover, right? I know this is out of the blue, but I love how you run around Mac Anu screaming beastie, lol. In the next version, I want to see more portraits even more beautiful. I want them to make my portrait even more beautiful. I'm not sure they'll do that. Yikes, my cover is blown. On top of that, are you hitting on me? Wow. Things are heating up here, lol. I want them to use famous cartoon artists and illustrators for the artwork. The artwork now isn't bad, but if it were some of these artists, it would be out of this world. I want to see cards of Mr. So and so. Don't you think? No. Mung's post has been beautifully ignored. This has nothing to do with the next version, but I wish they'd put out an art collection, if possible, in hardcover. 1 piece per page would be perfect, or maybe not. That would be too many pages. Oh, an art collection would be great. I want them to put sketches in there too. The cost would be even worse. How about different artists drawing the same subject? Well, what do you think? Sound interesting, huh? You don't appreciate my beauty? You guys are all blind. Well, I just wanted to try saying that. Don't get mad, okay? Nogmung, you made me laugh. The art collection is a great idea, but it can't be too expensive. This thread is getting too long. I'm starting a new one. You can read the continuation there. It's been a long time since they went out of service. Do version upgrades and server explanations usually take this much time? I don't know much about computers, but I really don't know. Can someone tell me the answer? Well, I'm not exactly an expert, but it sure feels like it's taking too long. According to rumor, the stoppage that causes a virus. The stoppage was caused by a virus. They say the whole story about an upgrade is just a lie. So it's not reliable info, right? Don't you think you should stop spreading rumors? This info is apparently true. Remember where some graphical bugs just before the service was suspended? Those black spots were popping up. Heard that was caused by a virus. It's been confirmed by an analyst on the rumor board. So I say it's rather reliable. To think it's reliable information, I guess I asked a programmer friend of mine to take a look, and he found the virus right away. This friend of yours sounds suspicious. Are you sure it's really true? Totally agree. It's unthinkable that a version of the server or a server upgrade could take this long. Maybe a couple years ago, but not now. Heard that rumor too. I personally think that this rumor is believable, even though, like Killer Whale said, it's not that for certain. In CC Corp's case, it seems likely. So it's safe to say that we are all on the same page that this has taken too much time. ITA. I tried to start it, but it was temporarily out of service. What's going on? There, my name is Alphonse. The problem is just like it says above, and on top of that, not only is the game out of service, I'm also not able to view the official website. I don't know anything about this game other than it's a card game. So it's okay if it's okay with you. I'd like for those of you who know to tell me how to play this game. Okay, let me explain the basics. This is a type of card game where the gameplay plays out automatically. The players create a few decks, then place them into a deck pool known as the arena. After that, just leave them alone. When you check the arena, you'll see that the deck is battling on its own and earning points called battle points. Use the battle points to purchase new cards, strengthen your deck, and then leave them in the arena again. This is the basic cycle of the game. The stronger your opponent and the more convincingly you defeat them, the more battle points you earn. Also, so it's perfect. It's perfect for people that are busy with their jobs. Makes sense, lol. Okay, so let me see if I got it right. It's a regular card game, but the player moves are set to auto, right? But doesn't that mean that once you make your strongest deck, that's the end of it? You got it. To avoid that problem, they use what's called the Trinity system. Trinity is like a game of rock, paper, scissors. Instead of a rock, paper, scissors, though, there's wing, gun, and shield. They interact in the following way. Wing is weak against gun, gets shot down. Gun is weak against shield, can't pierce the shield. Shield is weak against wing, can't attack from above. All the cards are given one of these elements, so depending on your strategy, you can defeat a really strong card with a really weak one. Cards can be divided into the following way. General cards, general. Unit cards, troop. General cards control deck cost, called charisma in Crimson Versus. 3 unit cards can be placed within the boundaries of the general card deck. Cards deck cost, charisma. Actually, you have to put 3 cards in there. Build up your deck while considering the following types of things. How to divide the cost among the predetermined numbers of unit cards. How to combine unit cards with the other unit cards and make general cards. How to balance general cards abilities with overall deck balance. I see. So it's pretty strategic after all. I can't wait until this starts up again. Hey everyone, thanks for the great information. Oh, I forgot one thing. Rumor says that Crimson Versus will be completely revamped in the next update. I'm not sure how reliable it is though. Things mentioned in this thread may change. C Corp is notorious for flip-flopping on the specs. You should consider the information in this thread as purely a reference. I tried this game, but it won't start. How do I get it to start? The world runs okay on my computer. Do I need some kind of special thingy? Please tell me. The game is temporarily out of service. Please wait until it resumes. How long do I have to wait? And why is it out of service? I don't know. Everyone is waiting for CC Corp to make an announcement. I don't know the answer to this either. We're waiting for CC Corp's announcement. Okay, got it. Thanks for the answer. been playing Riot Gun, but I got sick of it recently. Is there a network game that you recommend? I don't care if it's an MO or an MMO. The world doesn't have to be like Riot. It's even okay if it's not an FPS, fantasy, sci-fi. I don't care. That's thanks in advance. Okay, well, let me invite you right away. Have you checked up on Out Forbidden yet? The world is close to Riot Gun, so I think you'll get used to it quickly. I think you're running a campaign for beginners right now. How about it? My personal recommendation are the Negotiator, or As You Like. Negotiator is a store management type MMO. You can do all sorts of different things, like go into a dungeon to collect items to sell, buy things from other adventurers, players, and buy out and eventually sell for profit. For a profit. Other players' stores. The art of how now rare 2D Docs Matrix retro feels. The art has a now rare 2D dot matrix retro feel to it. As You Like is a miniature garden type MMO game. Players start out as an uninhabited island and try to build civilization from scratch. Some islands can evolve into complete jungles. Some may turn into a complete out to become a scene from a sci-fi novel. This one is in 3D, yet has a tender touch with cute characters. It's very different from Riot Gun, but both are pretty interesting. Thanks for the info. They both sound like simulation games. By the way, I'm one that got frustrated playing Outlaw in Marsh Online. So do you think an idiot like me can have fun with these games? I never heard of it. What's it like? They just started beta testing it. The world is like Sci-Fi Treasure Island. You buy your own star cruiser and travel to other planets and search for treasure. It's pretty fun, attacking and defending yourself from space pirates, other players, and stuff. So you didn't like Outlaw or Marsh Online, huh? If you could have made steady progress, might have been fun for you. But if you're not good with those types of games, maybe an action commands type game might be good. Double March might be a good choice. It's a military action, but it's not an FPS. What do you think? Well, that sounds pretty cool, but it worries me that it's still in beta testing. It sounds like a lot of bugs. I played that one before I started Riot Gun. I was really obsessed with it for a while, but then I got sick of it and started Riot. I think I'm gonna stay away from military games for a while. Thanks for the suggestion, though. Have you heard the news about the new International Space Station? Looks like the group is start actively taking names for the space station. To make a suggestion, you have an elementary, middle, and high school student. So, do any of the students out there want to make a suggestion? If we participate, everyone will know our age. Oh well, it's okay. I'll go first. All for one. Okay, count me in two. As I started the topic. How about unison? I mean, the sound of the same note. Like everything should try to work together, you know. What about village? As in we're all just one great village. How about that, lol? My idea is yarn. Yarn is like a string. I thought it would be great if the whole world can be as one through the string. I always thought that there were a lot of scary people around these days, But what I saw in the news today convinced me that even more. I guess you can call those kids with sunglasses online junkies. Doesn't that just scare the life out of you? Whenever I see that, I think of old movies. I can't remember the name of it. Definitely, I feel bad to say it because I know I earn my living by it. It's scary. They all look like as if they're all in the midst of being brainwashed or something, lying back with those awful sunglasses in a dark little room. In a way, it's too perfect. You work for CC Corp? Unfortunately, no. I just work in an electronics store. Is that the one where you see aliens when you put on sunglasses? Or the one where secret agents with the same face attack the main character? Excuse me, but I'm the one of those people. But I don't do the things you see on the news. I'm not slick enough to be surfing the internet and playing a game while walking at the same time. I've never been to the internet cafe before, but that's how it is in those places. That's awesome. Now I want to go and see for myself. I think it's that one. All I remember is that the people in town all start wearing sunglasses, so it might be different. Then it must be the one with the Secret Service guys. Oh, okay. I think everyone knows that the age restrictions for games offline have become more strict. But I think the way they're handled right now lately has been wrong. Naturally, I think there should be a policy against mindless portrayal of violence, but I don't think that they should go do so crazy about it either. It reminds me of things like Drama Queen. Does anyone know what I mean? Oh no, I predict another heated discussion. I think you've answered this thread yourself. I agree with that statement. However, the enforcement policy has just recently been changed, so I think we should give it a little more time. Drama what? Did I miss something? Please forgive my presumptuousness, but I'll try to answer. Drama Queen is an incident that occurred in 2015 with regards to textbooks. Cinderella was used in a second grade Japanese language textbook, but many parents felt the material was inappropriate. Here, based on two reasons: possibility of promoting bullying in a scene where Cinderella was abused by her stepmothers as well as her sisters. The discrimination. The word Cinderella itself is already discriminatory. The textbook publishers bowed to the pressure, recalled all the textbooks and removed the material. This is referred to as the Drama Queen incident. Thanks for your information. ACE it certainly sounds like they made a big deal out of nothing, but this is a different kind of problem. I don't think you can lump together with the game restriction issue. Overall, I'm in favor of restrictions. I don't think it's a good idea for mentally immature children to see footage of explicit content. As a matter of fact, our household is basically media free, and we only allow our children to see books and movies that my wife and I have chosen. I can't say it's the best thing to do, but at the time, like now, when information is so overwhelming, regulations is the only way to protect our children. I understand what Tadpole is saying, but I think that has its own dangers. They say that kids that grow up in overly pure environments snap when it comes times for them to enter society. In other words, on their own. Naturally, it's not true for everyone. My associate is just like that. He grew up in a house just like the one Tadpole is describing. But he throws away money like crazy. His bank account is always empty by the day after payday. When he does shopping, he just fills his basket with games, books, and DVDs like a madman. It's kind of like scary. It's scary to watch. Whatever it is, it's best to do in moderation, I think. Thought of this while reading the thread. Kids these days don't get hit by their teachers or kicked out of their houses by their parents. They just get praised over and over for nothing. I forgot to write whether I'm against the restrictions. I agree with the restrictions themselves. If there's a reason for the restrictions, then I say they're fine. Is it normal, common sense, to implant microchips into our children these days? I don't quite get the idea, as in my generation, this is something that happened only in science fiction movies. If a GPS can constantly monitor a child, that child will not be able to simply go to a place he or she wants to. Children properly going home since they're monitored by their parents. It's like how our culture should be. Speaking for myself, I find it awkward. How do the rest of you feel? Nice to meet you, Apple Star. I'm a mother of a single child. My son entered elementary school 2 years ago. At the time of enrollment, school had handed out manuals and other necessary documents, as well as promoting material for microchips and security calls. From what I hear, at least 90% of the children have microchips implanted to them. Of course, it would be ideal if a parent could accompany their children to and from school, but very few families can do that these days. I have my hands full taking care of my father, so I can't go pick up my son. Naturally, my husband is at work too. I understand your concern, Apple Star, but since your children's safety is the most important thing, don't you think you should reconsider? What does a security call mean? I've never heard of that. Let me think. Where was that? I think there was a campaign like that in Nagano, safety call. I believe this was the prefecture provided special cell phones. Each were preset, so they can call the parent cell phone. They can call this parent cell phone or police with a single touch, while also being able to receive voice instructions on how to get to nearby participating children's safety station. Whatever Kagiri mentions is correct. I'm happy to have a system like that. In an emergency, it will make all the difference. In our household, we also have the kids carry pepper spray. Baby Ken's mom. I hear that Nagano government is officially addressing the problem of children's safety, but I didn't know it was to that extent. Well, there's a lot of horror stories about the decay of public safety, but is it really so bad that parents have to monitor them while they go or come back from school? Isn't that going a bit too far? Apple Star, once something has happened, it's too late. You have to take whatever precautions you can to make sure it doesn't happen. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm sorry, but there's something I want to say, so here it goes. A few days ago, I went to my mother to get an MC put in me. I told my mom I didn't want to, but she wouldn't listen. She said it was for my own good, but I just don't understand what was for my own good. On my way home, I stopped by a friend's house while they got we had an angry phone call from her mom. I was just trying to get back the DVD that I lent. On my way home from cram school, I stopped at a convenience store to talk to my friend. Again, my mom and yelled at me. There's no way I can handle this much longer. These MC things stink. To take courage to respond in the way you did, even if the child doesn't want it. The parent may still want to do it because they worry. I can see both sides. I have mixed emotions. But don't you think it's a little weird for people mildly accepting having MCs planted in their children? But they get all worked up about citizen numbering systems. I don't think anyone wants to be bound by data. I don't mean to call you out, but maybe Ken's mom. How would you have felt about having an MC implanted in you when you were a child? We all wish there was less crime, but we can't hope for much under the current circumstances. But even so, instead of relying on the most convenient solution, I think that we need to find an answer that is good for both adults and children. A new model has been announced. Is everyone going to buy it? I've got a simple question. When does CC Corp get into the home electronics business? I'm suspicious of this open pricing thing. I bet it'll be expensive. That's about what I've heard anyway. I admit it. It will be worth buying. But if I don't buy it, if I don't have the money, I don't have it. If you want money, you gotta work to earn it. By the way, I always put $5 into saving each week, one or two, but there's usually a jinx against companies that suddenly jump into new ventures. I don't want them to go bankrupt because that means that I wouldn't be able to play the world. I hope CC Corp earns a bundle. $420, I hope that includes tax. Man, I'm a little more than $400. That's too much. It's just a state of mind. Concentrate. If you feel like it's expensive, it's expensive. If you feel like it's cheap, right? Relax your mind. No matter how I look at it, it's expensive. Just as the topic says, I've been going to a guild shop and whispering to store managers, but I cannot get a hold of him. I need to talk to TAN. I've taken the liberties of posting here, with the hopes that you find folks will know a way to contacting him. If this post goes against the rules of this board, I apologize. Does anyone know anything? I'll be waiting for your reply. TNA is disbanded. Did you have something you wanted? I may be able to help you out. What's TNA? TAN, I mean. A guild that was active until just recently. It's not anymore. Their main activities revolved around trading items, information. It was said that there was nothing they couldn't acquire, as they had a wide variety of goods in the world, of course. However, they found out that the guild was cheating, so they split up and the main members were deprived of their IDs. I guess you could call them a legend in a way. In that case, I would like to get information. The other day, a friend of mine was PK'd. I'll never forgive them for it. I want to catch them so I can get a good spanking. This is how I know about the PKs. They worked in a pair. One of them is the blade for Brandier. The other is Edge Punisher. The Edge Punisher speaks strange. If you know anything about these two PKers, I hope you are willing to tell me. If it's just items, I may be able to help you out. If you're looking for mission, try whispering to Nuada or Cephanlon. I'll try whispering them. And thanks for your help. Hello and good evening. Do you know about the conditions to activate the world quest for Forest of Pain? I've completed all the quests except the Forest of Pain. Are there any conditions that conditions that I know about in order to activate this quest? That quest can't be played right now. The entire area is currently sealed off. Even if the words needed, I doubt you'll get transported there. The Forest of Pain, huh? I think it's best if you avoid anything to go do with it. That's too bad. I think. Thanks for your information. What do you mean? Players that have participated in the Forest of Pain quests are known to disappear. There was a time when this rumor was fairly well known. When it started, many laughed and thought it was just another urban legend. But upon doing some research, I found that player data for some of the people who participated were lost. Further research revealed that the actual players were the character data was lost were in a coma. It was a big deal. In the end, nothing concrete was revealed about the link between the Forest of Pain and the comatose players. But if I were you, I would stay away from that quest. Are you kidding me? Who knows? It's up to you to believe it or not. But as I said, there was smoke. Where there's smoke, there's fire. For now, I'll just say that personally, I don't think it's just another rumor. Okay, I think I'll hold off. I'll hold off on the quest, even when it does go open back up. A friend told me that I'm sure you've heard that before. The rumors that feel real, even though they seem to have been fabricated, no factual basis. Rumors that have come true even as they're spread. Rumors that are being seen logically impossible yet become increasingly easy to believe the more you think about it. Half of the rumors on this board are rumors of that sort, urban legends. I'd like to talk for a bit about these legends. If you have time, please lend me your dull analysis. If you have way too much time, please write a response. I'm sure he would be thrilled. Legend. Some of you may still not be sure what I mean by urban legends after reading my last post. How about I mention the woman who was coated with a crooked mouth, the axe man under the bed, the cat in the microwave oven, or the baby in the locker. Chances are you've heard at least one of them. Was that urban legends are scary stories like these, designed to make us feel fear and unease on a basic primitive level. Prince the regular ghost stories, urban legends have an ambiguous part that says this happened to someone somewhere. However, as rumors, these are inherently interesting, and they have an undeniable impact. you start wanting to believe that these things can actually happen. You start wanting them to tell them to others. They are rumors that should be no big deal, yet they're kind of scary and interesting at the same time. This is true identity. This is the true identity of urban legends. Here now is one of those legends. Please decide for yourself whether or not spread it amongst yourself. Have you ever wanted to know what the future holds? Have you ever... I have a good method of predicting it. So I will now share this with you. This is a story I heard from a friend of a friend, but... Okay. About 3 times to the northeast, then 3 times to the southwest. Then call your own cell phone. Upon doing so, you will now hear the normal error message. But instead, hear a woman who says, "Who would you like to leave a message for?" When you hear this woman's voice, then you say this: "Future, oh future, please come to me." When you come, please reply. This is a lot like the Joker, rumor, and Persona 2. That's exactly what it is. Once you've said this, turn the power off to your cell phone, wrap it in a red handkerchief, and put it in your left pocket. Upon doing so, you will get a phone call from your future within 24 hours. You will be asked what kind of future you'd like to know, so you must respond within 10 seconds. Then the future will tell you about the future you wish to know. However, if you do not answer the question within 10 seconds, it forces you to become its companion. Well, thanks for the explanation. I've been hearing talk about the future a lot lately. It's all just following up Satoru, though. Thanks for the summary. Oh, I remember that. It was all the rage in grade school. Don't you think this future thing is just an abbreviated version of this Satoru method? I wonder if it's too much trouble for kids today to have phones ringing over and over again. Good work until fell on. I wonder. I personally think that it's most interestingly part of the process. Thanks for the response. He is thrilled as well. Really thank you. So who is this he keeps talking about? It's really bugging me. Is it just me, or is this smell more fascinating things to come? Lol. I tried collecting all these latest rumors. If you're interested, here they are. Number 1, the little girl in the hall. Number 2, tuning fork. Number 3, tri-edge. If you go to Holy Grand's Cathedral at 12 a.m. exactly, you will hear the crying girl. Those who hear this girl will fall into a coma after a week. But apparently, if you talk to 5 people within the week, your experiences, you'll be spared from the coma. These rumors say that a girl wearing something like a white nightgown will sometimes appear before your very eye. People who come across the triple clawed twin blade in the game, of course, fall into a coma in real life. These people also gain triangular shaped wounds while in a coma. We're just full of coma rumors lately. If you hear a sound like tuning fork in an area, you will fall into a coma. Of course, if this were true, I doubt anyone would hear sounds. Would be around the start of the rumor. Well, I've heard stories along those lines. It's pretty scary. Good evening. I'm Nana Say Mitabi. Recently, there appears to be an increasing number of you who are failing to uphold local rules on this board. Thought this may be because many of you are coming here for the first time, so I decided to make this thread to clearly list the rules. Unlike other boards, there are several rules that are constantly in effect for you post here. Please make sure you read them in the following responses. Thank you. These are the 4 types of threads in the rumor board. When making a new thread, please make sure you adhere to one of the 4. There are people out there who use this board for a serious reference, so please be thorough. Citing this as encounters. Please use this type when describing something you have seen or experienced for yourself. If it's something you've heard, please differentiate the type of thread between online and offline. Online rumor. Use this type when talking about rumors related to an online setting. Offline rumor. Use this type when talking about rumor related to real life setting. General. Use this type for general discussion threads that do not fall into the previous 3 thread types. Based on the nature of this board, there will always be discussion about things that would not normally be considered as common sense. However, no matter how improbable you may think someone's post is, do you mock them or their views? No matter what time of day it may be, always greet your fellow poster with good evening. There is no particular reason for this, but it's been a long-standing tradition on this board. Please uphold it. The things written in this thread here are rules pertaining only to the rumor board. Please stop bringing them onto other boards and sites. What is a kalu? A pakalu is a special form created for uploading and showing off your drawings to other members. Pakalu is the name of a new Babylonian or new Assyrian mythology or something like that. I don't have the details. Does anyone know? Congrats. The word on the street is that our frequent poster Shuchi is going pro. Congratulations, Matt. I'm adding your name to our list. But if you have any problems with that, please let me know. Professional Apkalu members. Basilico, now designing Crimson Verses. Smoto, working on in the animation industry. Shuji, waiting for confirmation. Hello, my name is Masaru from Kyoto. I'm a student. Right now I'm studying English, so I logged in to US server. I'm enjoying making make many American friends. I'm grateful for your bulletin board. Thanks for having me. Very nice guy. All nuts cracked open. Oh, dish. Yep, I'm scared. Oh, but it's kind of cool. No, wait, definitely scared. Hello, everyone. Call me Maria. I like the scenery of grassy fields, so I tried my hand in drawing one. It's very embarrassing because I know I'm not as good as everyone else here, but oh well. If there's someone here that likes it, I have other scenery I like, so I would like to post them as well. What areas do y'all like? Hi there, Maria. I really liked the peaceful feel from the grassy field. I like these fields too. It's clear days, but I'm starting to like it when it rains too. Recently, I was running around the field, and at one point I got so excited that I couldn't keep myself from shouting, "Woohoo!" Then my mom came in and said I was a bit creepy. I mean, I can see how someone looking in on us from the outside must think we look pretty strange, but still. I like night times itself. You can see magic sparkling in the air. I love the moon. Last hope of the world, Kazubolo, at your service. Hello, Kazubolo here. My real life self lives in a place with a hot climate year round, so I find myself drawn to snowscapes. I love the snow areas from R1. Of course, the Kazubolo troop would probably freeze to death since they're always walking around barefooted. Nice to meet you, Maria. I love the ocean area in the grasslands. I always like to run along the beach, kicking up the sand as it goes. You always use such cute colors in your pictures, Nasi. Everyone here is so good at drawing. It's amazing. Is the Haseo troop barefoot? It seems there's a lot of PK and other suspicious guilds popping up these days that are making it harder to enjoy the game. Come on, can't we just all get along? Love and peace, brother. PKing it is for losers. I bet the Chim agrees with me. You're kicking the Chim too, aren't you, lol? Don't fool me. The Chim on your shoulder shoulder is carrying a chim sphere. In other words, you kicked that chim and took his sphere. Uh-oh, I've been found out. PKing is all part of the parameters, right? It's up to the individual to decide whether or not it's for losers, because it's part of the parameters. PKing is just another way to play. If you don't like the PKing as it's found in the world, then you're welcome to play something else. But I was PK'd together with my friends when we were playing on our own, and the other day, it was a strange group of 3 people, and they were laughing as if they were really happy. I was so frustrated, I felt like crying. Is that what you call parameters? I don't want to be told to put up or shut up with something ridiculous like that. Those that play with friends, and those who play solo, those who enjoy collecting money more than raising their level, those who enjoy PKing, and those who enjoy PKing, and those who enjoy PKing. There may be difference in style of play, but as long as they're part of the parameters, it's up to the individual player to choose their style they would pursue. No one is denying your choice to play with your friends or the PKer's choice to PK. No one is telling you to do that. There are plenty of games with no PKing at all, but the world is a game where PKing exists. It's well and good, but why is there a heart mark on your chim? Is all I really want to hear. Denying other players' styles cannot be contained with lighthearted jokes. As for the heart mark, it's lovely, lol. I love the heart mark. Same here, I wish that I had a chim to ride right on my shoulder. The other day, my character, she's called 1/2, by the way, was PK'd. But when that happened, someone in black and red came to save me. He was incredibly strong and looked at the PKers and took out the PKers like it's nothing. But he didn't bring me back to life. So I had no idea if he really showed up there to save me or not. Has anyone seen him? Here's a picture of what he looks like. Sorry, I don't remember more clearly. Nope, never seen anyone like him, but I would love to meet him. Do you remember the word from the area you met him in? I suppose I could meet him if you went to stake out there, huh? But I just realized there are a ton of people dressed in black and red in the world. Wait, is this a joke? Are you sure you weren't dreaming? Make sure you get some decent sleep now and then. I saw him too, a guy in black and red. He kinda looked like this. Nasi. So you never met him? That's too bad. I'm afraid I don't remember the word. I just kind of put them in randomly, lol. And yeah, you're right. There are a ton of people dressed like that. I'm sorry. Blue-Eye Samurai. Maybe it's a joke, lol. Lately, I have been unable to distinguish between the world and reality. Beast Hunter K, you saw him? Really? Wait a second. This doesn't seem right. Lol, I wouldn't have any blood left after meeting him. Same reason why I also went off searching for an interesting person the other day, and then I happened to come across him, a guy in black and red. I was turning a corner in Mac Anu when I suddenly saw a shadow looming and ran into its owner. And I looked up, and all I saw was an incredibly thick chest. He said sorry, but I couldn't see his face because of his damn chest. And here I thought that I was going to fall in love. I thought Indian breeze was going to blow underneath his arm. Truly a bittersweet experience. Anyways, that's why I'm off to search for an interesting person again, lol. Honestly, Machi, lol. You really are a great artist, but you don't seem to know the fine line between genius and idiocy. Fortunately, you come down the idiotic side. Oh, I like it. Very street art-like. Nice. They say there's no one better to draw than someone who can capture a gag well. But seriously, you're really good. I think I've become a genuine fan. I can't wait to see your next work. Good luck. This is... Please hold. My side hurts from laughing too much. Are you sure it was really supposed to be red and black and not red and yellow? Wait. What with the giant Buddha and the lotus and the red goggles? Well, I had no idea what was going on. I bet this guy goes along with the monks on the beginning trips. You have achieved perfect harmony along a fine line between unification and division of Indian and Oriental style. It was so good. I actually lost track of myself for a moment. Truly incredible. Looking forward to your next work. Well, thank you. Thanks for your great response. You all are getting some special treatment in the next one, lol. Incidentally, the word idiot and weirdo are the words of greatest compliments, lol. Are you sure this isn't Haseo, the terror of death? I can't tell for sure for how deformed he looks in the picture. I think it's probably the terror of death. He has asked you anything like, do you know about Tri-Edge or something like that? I thought I'd like to try playing soccer with Chim Chim. Count me in. I wonder if I can get 11 players. Of course, I can't help feeling sorry for the Chim Chims. That's kind of mean, but I think I'd like to try too. Apologize to the poor Chim Chims. Just keep believing, and this will someday come true. Or rather, just a matter of time until CC Corp includes this in one of their updates. I'd like to kick them too, but I think I'll pass on doing. I think I'll pass on doing headers with them. That's just gross. I'd like to kick myself. I'd like to try kicking them too. They're they're looking at their faces, and you start to get this urge, and then it starts growing and build. When you finally let go and kick them, and bam, you feel great again. So yeah, count me in for Chim Soccer. How are you? I'm Machi. I'm an extreme noob and only just logged in for the first time the other day, but I'm already completely taken with the world. Recently I tried making a party for the first time, and it was so much fun. I found myself drawing without even realizing it. The above are the nice people who joined my party. Raham's sister is the one right on the right, and the other is Beach Boy. When we fought a giant turtle for some reason, they were desperate. They were desperate to help. You also helped me get good items and build up my XP. To which I'm very grateful. I've heard a lot of stories about BKers, so I was secretly worried, but I'm glad that they turned out to be such great people. I love the world. What lovely sentiments. You all draw good. What a great illustration. But sometimes something about Beach Boys bothers me, and I'm not sure what. It's kind of scary. Eep. Wow. Nice to make your acquaintance. I'm known as Julius. Oh, what a beautiful illustration. I hope you won't let me accompany. I hope you will let me accompany you in your future endeavor. I will hope you will draw me another wonderful illustration afterwards. Hi there, I'm Miyako. Oh, you're an amazing artist. Wow. Lil, you've got that word, talent? Whatever it is, I'm jealous. Oh, just so I'm clear, this isn't a post from a single get-together or anything. Well, allow me to start by introducing myself. I'm the last hope of the world, the one known as Kazu Bolo, the Red-Eye Swordman. I'm currently level 9 and undergoing daily training. By my playtime motto, I'm bright, fun, and balanced. Everyone, I hope you will welcome me into your rank. Your level of awfully low for being the last hope. Ouch, I see you don't hold back. Well, since I'm the world's last hope right now, I'm not even the final hope. I'm not even a first hope, which is why I'm currently looking for comrades who will help me save the world someday. Lol. Afro. Admin, doesn't this fall under public solicitation? Is this allowed, lol? That's true, this board is supposed to be for people who post their drawings and receive feedback. It's not really the appropriate place for party solicitations. But he did put up a picture, so I'm going to call it a gray zone, leave it up to the admins. Besides, who am I to decide the rules on this board? If there's a problem with this post, feel free to delete it, admins. Decision key 1234. Party solicitations fall under the following prohibited behavior. Please be more careful in the future. However, since you have posted an illustration, your self-introduction part is not the problem at all. Don't be so formal, join up with me. Today I immediately made up a party with Julius and went off adventuring. We thought we used another in the party. So we invited a passerby, Jin, to join. And to commemorate that, a picture of a rainy field trio. Thanks, Julius. good work the other day. Oh, I like this one. I mean, I'm indebted to you for drawing me so well. To think that pouring rain adventures will lead to a beautiful picture like this. Whoa, that looks like Jin. Though he is some character. He was some character, wasn't he? He was a bit concerned about his hair though. I hope the three of us can go off dungeon team sting again. Thanks for a great time. The World is an MMORPG, massively multiplayer online RPG, enjoyed by many players worldwide. Gain fame as a top-class venturer, become emperor of the Coloseo. Take part in quests and explore the world, or just relax and take gorgeous scenery. There is more than one way to enjoy the world, and more than one path to take. You too can become a resident of the world and live the life of you desire. This is the crest divided that is key for creating a barrier that stops monsters from invading the town. Each town has at least one chaos gate, which you must use to warp into a field or dungeon. This is an alchemy device created by combining steam and crest technology. Just toss any item in from old equipment to spare items, and then devices will transfer into some different items. Although the device was first intended to transfer scrapped iron into gold, the types of items that can be transferred are now restricted by law, as economists worry it would break havoc on the economy. Steam Power Bike, invented by humans, it's an extremely expensive item. Riding around one of these is guaranteed to earn you a jealous stare from people in town. The gondola is historically been used to navigate the canals in Mac Anu. Transportation provided by gondolas used to be essential for everyday life, but with the steady advancement in technology, they have mostly lost their original purpose, becoming more of a tourist attraction for Mac Anu. How far these citizens. My name is Governor Tadashi of the Medic Unit. I used to be known as the 100-man killer, as well as the 100-man killer, but it's nothing. Pardon me. Just my chronic disease. My guild is here to bring love, bravery, and healing to the world. and their battle is never ending. However, the power of evil is great. The voices yearning from healing grow louder every day. You there, you passionate fiery one. Don't you want me to want to do everything you can to smash this awful situation? Well, you're in luck because I'm searching for warriors like you, like yourself. If your heart burned as hot as mine, when it comes to a fight, then come and fight by my side, and let us yell together, and let us be known as healing will return to the world. I agree with your application to join. Entry qualifications. As long as you have a fiery passion dancing in your heart, you're qualified to join. Entry procedure. Look at our member list. In the next response, list for me a color not found on that list, and I'll come meet you myself, give instructions. Praise you personally. Finally, I will give you a healer charge at home key, and with that, you'll be a member of the medic union too. Duties: protect the innocent from the attack of black-hearted monsters. Send the evil organization badass. Sent from the okay. If there are no monsters be found, kill the people of the area. Say nya at the end of all your sentences. Since I govern this guild, I don't say nya myself. Our character model are all from the Tool tribe. These 18 members are the current member list. Heal Red, Private Seisaku. Heal Blue, Private Hideyo. Heal Black, Private BJ. Heal Thunder, Private Omashu Sumu. Heal Pink, Private Lady of the Lamb. Heal Orange, Private Florence. Heal Silver, Private Intaro. Heal Curry, Private Ougai. Heal Purple, Private Agnes. Heal Carmine. Heal Tellus. Heal Rose, Private Amber. Heal Sand, Private William G. Heal White, Private Gimpaku. Heal Cobalt, Private Ryotaku. Heal Green, Private Doyle. Heal Carbon, Private Watson. Heal Crimson, Private Felix. Heal Iris, Private Jill.